Nacho man, yeah. I got to be a Nacho man. Got to be a Nacho man. I got to be a Nacho man.
Welcome, Vault Dwellers. My name is Nacho Bidness. I'm making this series both because I'm having fun and to illustrate how much creative freedom we have for roleplay in Fallout 76. This video is Chapter 14 of my profile for my character Nacho in Fallout 76. In the last video, I described how Nacho helped the Brotherhood of Steel with the missing persons investigation. The story took several twists and turns, including an attempted covert infiltration of the Blue Ridge Caravan Company. In the end, Nacho and the Brotherhood, a mercenary group calling themselves the Hellcats, carried out the abductions. But they don't know who hired the mercs or why. We begin today's story just as the team finishes investigating a ransacked refugee camp in the Harper's Ferry Tunnel. All dates and world events are taken from the timeline available on the Fallout Wiki. I hope you enjoy my excursion into creative writing. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The team has hit a dead end on the investigation. That is, until Nacho notices that one Dr. Blackburn made the trip many times. His name appears repeatedly on the caravan manifest lists. Paladin Romani remembers that Blackburn came to Fort Atlas Observatory asking for help in rounding up civilians for experiments. The Brotherhood are no saints, but that's even beyond their questionable morals. Nacho, Romani, and Ares are convinced Dr. Blackburn hired the Hellcats after the Brotherhood refused to help him. But even though our heroes know who took the people and why, they're stuck on what to do next. Without knowing where Blackburn and the Hellcats were taking their victims, nothing can be done to save them. Their best lead is now the Pip-Boy Nacho found in a gore pile way back when they thought the super mutants from the uncanny caverns were the kidnappers. It points to Vault 96. It's a weak link, but it's all they have. Knight Shen points out that they will eventually need to secure any tech from the vault, so it's a good mission even if they don't find the missing people. Nacho and Scribe Valdez head to the vault. Nacho likes the Scribe. She's the one member of the Brotherhood of Steel who lives up to his expectations regarding the preservation of knowledge and the prudent sharing of technology. Shin won't share a thing and is too much of an isolationist for Nacho. Meanwhile, Romani recklessly throws finite Brotherhood resources and lives at small-time problems without considering the big picture. Scribe Valdez seems like she'd teach people how to rotate crops or make fertilizer, but maybe wouldn't feel the need to explain how to build a plasma rifle. She's not too young to be naive, and she's young enough to still have some ideals. Nacho starts to see her a bit like a favorite niece. By the time they arrive, Vault 96 is overrun, but it's not who they expect. The Hellcat mercenaries have been killed by Blood Eagle raiders. The Blood Eagles are already infiltrating the vault. Combined with possible live defensive turrets left over from some sort of security lockdown, it's a potent mix of danger. Nacho usually relies on stealth and sniping enemies from afar. Both strategies are going to be hard to employ here. Nacho and Scribe Valdez successfully navigate the vault. In the process, they free some trapped Blood Eagles to gain access to a keycard to make it easier to move about the vault. But Nacho can't bring himself to let such violent and drug-addled raiders go free, and he shoots them in the back once he has the card. He's not sorry. Nacho and Valdez also find some of the kidnapped victims. They are too sick and injured to travel on their own, so Valdez promises to send medics from Fort Atlas as soon as she can. During all of this, Blackburn keeps spewing self-justification at them over the vault intercom. The bastard claims he's sorry for what he did, but his work will improve all of humanity. Nacho is sick of this ends justify the means argument. Scientists have been using it to justify some pretty sick shit for a long time, all the way back to the Nazi experiments on Jews in World War II. For that matter, the Japanese did some pretty terrible things to prisoners, and the Americans poisoned huge swaths of the desert Southwest, testing the goddamn bombs that eventually destroyed civilization. He's heard this same bullshit for years. Nacho loves and respects knowledge and science, but not at any cost. By the time he forces the doors open on the overseer's office, Nacho is in a murderous rage. Only Scribe Valdez's promise that Blackburn will stand trial prevents Nacho from doing a few experiments of his own on Blackburn. Nacho has heard what happened at Mariposa and how the Brotherhood began by executing corrupt scientists who experimented on citizens with forced evolutionary virus. He's content to wait. Turns out it's good that Nacho did not get his way. Blackburn has partners, and they are about to release an airborne version of forced evolutionary virus all across Appalachia. It's the Scorched Plague all over again. Maybe worse, because forced evolutionary virus doesn't just affect people. It causes all kinds of freakish mutations. These scientists propose to release hell on Earth, all in the name of improving humanity. However, Blackburn also says he is the only one with the codes to stop the release. So Nacho, Knight Shin, and Paladin Romani haul Blackburn's sorry ass to West Tech Research Facility. There, in an ironic twist, Blackburn is exposed to his own product. The results are predictable. He turns into a giant mutant, and then he dies due to an overdose of bullets. The remaining scientists shut down the FEV release and beg for their lives. Nacho and Shin are having none of it. Romani argues that the remaining scientists can be used to do good. Nacho concedes that, while that may be true, they were complicit in Blackburn's crimes. They are guilty, and the only suitable punishment is execution. Romani is exiled from the Brotherhood. Nacho and Shin allow her to live because her motives were pure. They hope that someday she will learn that the ends cannot justify the means. Nacho still doesn't like Shin, but this is one time where they can agree. Nacho and Shin return to the observatory, where Shin gives him a made-up title of Knight Errant. Nacho accepts with good grace because it solves the problem he and Shin were going to have. Nacho doesn't have to fight some half-assed duel for leadership and keeps his independence. Shin retains leadership of the Brotherhood in Appalachia, and he can hold up Nacho as a symbol of inclusion. The two men understand each other, even if they will never like each other. So ends Nacho's sojourn with the Brotherhood of Steel. He is bitter and disappointed. They did not live up to his ideals. Hell, the Brotherhood can't even seem to decide what their ideals even are. Nacho is starting to go from middle age to old. This life is taking a toll on him. He is still looking for a place to bestow his trove of plans and schematics. That trove is even more extensive after his time with the Brotherhood. Nacho wonders, if the Brotherhood was such a disappointment, what if the Enclave is a surprise? And this is also the end of the video series, at least for now. As I record this, it's January 2nd, 2022. No new updates for the game are scheduled until at least March, and it's not entirely clear to me if that update will include any story content. Also, as I record this, I haven't even released the prologue of the series or the video essay that got me started. I have no idea if people are going to like this stuff. I hope so. It was a lot of work. But in the end, if people enjoy the series, that's just gravy. The work itself was its own reward. I have never delved so far into what makes one of my characters tick, or made such a detailed backstory. It has helped me get so much more out of my roleplay. I don't look at game decisions in terms of rewards or what I would do. I look at those choices in terms of what Nacho would do. I can reflect on his parents' background as refugees, his father's gentle love and mechanical teachings, his mother's sacrifices to get him through college, his traumatic cross-country journey in the months before Armageddon, the accidental killing of a woman outside the vault in the panicked hours before the bombs dropped, the long night of his time in the vault, and his new life in Appalachia. All of it helps me get into character, and that has been so worthwhile. Do yourself a favor and spend some time getting to know your character. It doesn't have to be an epic video series. Just write down some ideas or fill out the character sheet I'll leave in the description. You'll be so glad that you did. My name is Nacho Bidness. It's a great big wasteland out there. Let's go have fun in it. Thanks for watching.